Hello everybody, I am Babies, and today I'm going to show you something that I have designed that you might be interested to see. You can probably tell what it is just by the video title, but anyway, it is a potion. It's a auto filler potion, a fully automatic potion brewer, and basically what this will do is will constantly give you a certain type of potion. I did not design this alone. I designed it with another person called Mac. So I'll put his channel in the link in the description. So without further ado, I think that we should probably get started on building this thing. And I'm going to run through how it works when I'm building it. So basically, you start off, and let me just explain this first. There are two chests right here, and they're obviously at different heights, so not each circuit is the same. But the important thing is that you put this circuit, then this circuit, and then this circuit again, so that no signal cross interfering. Now, for this design, each one of these brewing stands brews one specific kind of potion, but it will constantly fill up this chest with that specific kind of potion, assuming that you actually have water bottles and things like that in there, and the ingredients and stuff. None of it has been filled up, but it does work. So to get started, you will place your chest. I'm showcasing this circuit first because it's next to this one, and then I'll show that one. A lot of it is tileable, but there's some differences. So to get started, you do not do that. Don't just do what I did. Okay, to get started, what you do is you put blocks there, and then you use this comparator trick, so most of you know, and you change this to negative. In case you're wondering, there's a torch right here, which is on top of the other circuit that's powering this dust, and basically this chest has to be entirely full for a signal to go through and go into this block right here. This block will then go to a repeater, and this repeater will, then it goes into this circuit. So that was basically the first circuit about signal strength. This is a little AND gate setup, tileable AND gate setup. It's pretty compact, which is nice. So anyway, dust there, and this dust will unpower a torch that's right here when it is on. So just to prove that, yep, see, it goes off. Okay, anyway, repeater there, so no signals are cross-connecting yet. Then this is the next part of the circuit, which is basically a torch tower and a monostable circuit, but it starts off with a slight torch tower going up into two torches and a repeater like this, like so. So torch here, repeater here, and then a monostable circuit. This is a 2-tick monostable circuit, so basically it will pulse for, I believe, 2 ticks, or it will turn on / off for 2 ticks. So I can just mimic that like this. So, you need to put an item in first, just one, and boop, just turned on for like 2 ticks, and do that on both sides. This is necessary because both of these need to be triggered. This one triggers 2 ticks later than the other one, or 1 tick later than the other one, but it will power this, will unpower and then repower, I think 4 ticks later, but that's really not important. It's about the functionality of it. Block here so that it will power it in its off position, block there, and then this circuit right here was the part designed by Mac. Now what this circuit does is it basically allows for, I guess I'll build the rest of it, but I'll explain what it does. Basically, it allows for a 6-tick timer or something like that, because that is how long it needs to be on power to let 3 water bottles through and 3 water bottles back in from a hopper that is being powered at the bottom right here. So this is a pretty ingenious design created by him. So do this, piston there, redstone block here, and now the important part about this is that it needs to have 3 items in it. It's just necessary. Then from there you can put, then from there it goes to a comparator so that it can detect when the signal is, when there is an item in here. And that signal is not very strong, so it will be amplified by this repeater right here. This repeater will go into a torch up here, and that torch will invert the rest of this circuit. And basically what this does is this will power and unpower a hopper, the hopper that is right here. So the brewing stand will go right here, and it will unpower it for 3 ticks to let 3 water bottles go in and 3 water bottles come out, so that it resets every single time a new potion is brewed. Now this is the ingredient master thing, and basically what this does is it allows me to power all of these droppers, which hold all of the items in them, and that is important because that's actually what brews the potion, or it sets up the potion brewing station. And all of these will go in the order that they are supposed to go in. So to start off, it goes like so. But to start this off, you want to put your in that block right there, you want to have it facing forward, but you want to put your nether wart in there, and then whatever your second ingredient, third ingredient. So basically the top potion, the top dispenser that you have filled will be your last ingredient. From there you can either use a chest setup like I have like this. You just have to make sure that these chests don't connect, otherwise it will mess things up. Or you can just go like this. But either way, it fills up these things in order so that this will, so that everything will get brewed in order and brew the potion that you would like. Now, most potions, you might know, don't take 5 different ingredients to brew, but this is modeled off of the most complex potion which you can make in the game, which is a splash potion of instant damage 2, I believe, and that takes 5 ingredients. Of course, you don't have to fill up all of these. For example, if you just wanted a potion of instant health normal, you just put nether wart, glistering melons, and that's it, and then you're done. But it's irrelevant if all of these trigger. Another thing is you have your water bottle filling in station on the side here, and you can, this is an infinitely expandable system, by the way. You just have to have these be constantly filled so that water bottles can constantly come into here. So that is the main part of it, but you may have noticed that this will only work once, because when this powers, so pretend this chest is full, so that's mimicking the chest being full. So this chest is being full, it will only actually power once, as you can probably tell. So everything only happened once, and it's not happening again, and this chest is not full yet. So that's where that dropper that you may have noticed me pass by comes in. And this dropper right here is a timer. I'm using an item timer, and basically what this does is it measures the amount of time it takes for an item to travel down 6 cobwebs. 6 cobwebs is the amount of time that an item can travel to. It's about 2 minutes, which is about the amount of time, it's a little bit longer than the amount of time it takes to brew a 5 ingredient potion, which is the most complex kind of potion that you can make. You will need to fill this potion up with items of sorts or whatever, but if you have this completely filled, then it shouldn't be a problem, and that will go every single time an item, every single time it basically this triggers. So I'll get more onto that. So the item goes down six cobwebs down into here. Then it will get detected by this by a comparator, and then basically I just need to make a redstone torch tower up, and because this AND gate has one dust here and the other dust, you might not be able to see it, is right there, I need to power different blocks. That's why they're not the same. So for this one, this is the chest on the top level, you can just put a torch tower like so, torch repeater right here, then another torch right here, and then this will basically power this whenever an item goes through, and things will happen. So basically an item falls through, it will go and it triggers again. Now this AND gate, you think that this might just keep on, so that's item coming out and then will trigger again once it's reached the bottom, but you think that that's why I have this AND gate set up, because normally this would just keep on repeating, but since it's set up to an AND gate, if this chest is full, this will receive power, and when this is receiving power, this torch cannot repower it, so nothing will happen. Another thing that I might want to note, that you might want to note, is that this dispenser will get triggered when this is turned off. So when this torch is turned on, so basically what this allows it to do is it allows for the next potion to already be brewed once it starts. So there will already be 3 potions in there, so you can take out one and then take out another or so, and it will automatically fill up, but it will basically allow for a slight buffer so that your chest will constantly remain filled. So without further ado, let's start on the next one, which is a lower chest. And I'm just using normal chest, not trap chest. It's not necessary to use trap chest. In fact, I don't know, but I think it might interfere. Don't quote me on that. Well, to start this one, you're going to use 2 comparators. Now, because you need the subtraction thing, and this comparator will have a piece of dust running into it. That piece of dust will be powered from a torch down here. That's basically it to that one, and like same concept, it needs to overcome that. Another thing that you want to add is this is not actually vital to this circuit, but you want to add a not right there, you want to add right there, just joking, torch right here, because when you go on to your next circuit, so for this one you'll have a piece of dust and it's going into there, but that's kind of irrelevant for this one. But that's how you tile it, that's how you make sure it stays tiled for this. So the next thing that you do is you're just going to go down, because you don't want to pull a signal out, because that block right there is powered. And then you're going to pull this signal through. I understand I didn't do it for that one, but it doesn't really matter, it's the same thing. Just uses less repeaters this way. Pull the signal through 1 time, and AND gate set up again. Dust there, and this time, instead of just it being able to unpower that block, you want to put a repeater here, so it's going directly into this purple block, and this will basically start that entire part up there over again. This part, purple onward, so purple, red, white, and all of that stuff is tileable. Now, I'll get back to this white part, it's because it's not actually necessary, but basically you're going to set up your timer again, because the timers are different. You will, in case you didn't understand, you will need to build this, but I'm just not going to build it on camera because you've already seen me build it once. So same setup thing. Okay, and 6 cobwebs. So 6 cobwebs down, 4, 5, 6, and then you will have a hopper placing into this chest. Now, it's vitally important that none of these hoppers are facing into each other, because otherwise it will trigger like row and that will mess things up. So all of these hoppers must be facing down. And right now I'm just collecting the items, but you can put them into a dispenser or something and just shoot them out if you want to afterwards. But the idea is just this needs to be filled and then emptied quickly, otherwise the timer won't work. Okay, so same thing again, comparator, repeater combo, detecting when an item goes through. And this torch tower is much simpler, and it just goes like so. So torch, 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 oops, torch, torch, and that will go to a torch up here, and that will basically turn on and off this thing. So that's how that AND gate works. So that's basically it, except for this white part. Now this white part is not necessary, it doesn't actually do anything, but it is a sort of safety backup fail thing. So basically, if this redstone block somehow gets over there and this piston doesn't fire correctly or something like that when you're unloading a chunk or something like that, this will basically ensure that this block gets over here, because this block is really important for it to stay over there. So that is how it works. And of course you would fill up all of your ingredients for the potion that you would want to brew, and water bottles, as many as you can, just filling up so that it will automatically go into here. So to continue onward, this setup will basically produce as many potions as you want, and when all of these are filled with 9 stacks of items, 9 stacks of ingredients, it will create 1,760 potions without it needing to be filled up. So it doesn't really matter that this is accessible, but it's probably easier that it did. And 1,760 potions is a lot, so that is basically how I have this set up here. And you shouldn't need to refill it very often. The thing that you might need to refill though more often is this timer. This timer needs to be filled up with probably, well, you know, items. But if you're wondering why I have these buttons here on the first 2, I'm also going to put the buttons on these second 2. And basically what this does is it it force starts your timer. And what that will basically do is it will start it for the first time, because you might have noticed that there's no way to actually start this unless you start it via the timer or something like that. So potions will start brewing in 2 minutes when it reaches the thing, and it will go around, and that's basically how this setup works. If you are interested in building this, good luck to you. It's a pretty complex circuit, but I believe that it is one of the most compact still of things that are potion setups that allow potions to be instantly filled in a chest. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Bye.